Check. Check, check. Two minutes. I guess you could delete this part when you repost the video, huh? Oh, goodness gracious. That was my $500 headphones. Where for sure. You know what? The headphones I need to go here. Whoa, there we go. Turn that down. Somebody's been messing with my... Check, check. Still not 9. Make sure everything is good. Check, 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 check. That's too much. And 3, 2. All right. It is 9 o'clock. Welcome to the... Wow, that's loud in my ears. Hold on. I'm curious to know how it is. I have 0 viewers, so I'm not talking to anyone at the moment. Check, check, check. I'm curious to know how it sounds. So once I get the sound figured out, this will be a lot more interesting. Anyway, welcome to the WattyWatts channel. Not to be confused with my other channel. My name is Watford Reynolds Watts. That's the pretend name I got from my pretend parents when they named me. They named me after a movie from 1994 or 5 or 6, somewhere in there, titled Love in a 45. They named me after the character in that movie named Watford Reynolds Watts. So that's me in my make-believe world. But that's what we have to do online, is put up a make-believe world. And why am I here? Well, because I would like to use this platform to get rid of a lot of ideas that I have. I get a lot of ideas. My wife gets sick of hearing them. A little bit older now, got my kids. You don't really have an incredible amount of people to bounce ideas off of, like say when you're in college and you're figuring your life out. But I've always been kind of an idea person and like to talk about things. And I feel like we all have unique perspectives, and any channel is a good channel to gather a couple of people together and see what their perspectives are, and, you know, shoot them down or build them up. Anyway, today was an exciting day, wild and crazy, and I'm going to practice. So this is a practice session for learning how to live stream and look at other things that are on the internet, because I pulled them up, and I think I have to go share screen. Oh, look at that. And then I can check the tab to share, or I can just do entire screen and open that up and select entire screen. To share audio, share a tab instead. Do I have one viewer? I have one. Share. Oh, that's not going to work. Oops. Okay. Sharing. Let's try this again. Share screen.
Now you sicker than your average. Papa twist cabbage on instinct. Niggas don't think shit stink. Pink gators. My Detroit players.
Huh? Look at that guy. Can you hear me? Did you see me share my screen? When I'm sharing the screen, does it show me too or just the screen? Or can you still hear that? Split view link. Right click on this tab and select new split view with current tab. Okay. No. Oh my goodness. You can't see your screen right now, but you can see me. Okay. I can't see you on the numbers. Okay. So industry. Let's share screen. Select tab. Sure. Okay. What is this? That's not it. That's not what we want. But then now I can't see you. What the heck? Oh, cancel. Yeah, this is a mess. I thought it would be easier to share stuff. So this is kind of a flop, I'll have to say. Stop sharing screen. I think I'm gonna have to figure out the software stuff, but I did want to play because today was an exciting day. Actually, last night I did a live stream on my other channel. Right when I get off, I look on YouTube or Twitter actually and see that the whole world is going crazy because Donald J. Trump just went into Venezuela and snatched up their dictator leader, threw him on a plane with his wife, and flew him back to the United States without a single casualty. That was pretty gangster. So the fallout's been all today, right? So it's all the news now, but I was watching it not basically live, but right after it happened. So I did want to talk about that because there's a lot of good stuff that can come out of it. However, I cannot figure out how to share my screen. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's what you see there. To exit full screen, press escape. But how do I change this tab to the other tab? Can you hear the audio from that clip? I might as well just go. There we go. Now we're cooking with fire. Okay, Surge Juice, check this shit out. So what you're watching there is the United States helicopters lighting up Caracas, Venezuela. Fucking shit up. En route to serve basically a warrant and arresting their dictator, Nicolas Maduro. Uh-oh. Live stream? No, I want Trump. No, I want to see his page. Because there's some other good ones here. Okay, here we go. Watch this one. Fuck yeah. Boy, that just happened last night. You're witnessing history. Trump just said, all right, motherfuckers, there's a new sheriff in town. We're not playing by the same rules anymore. These bunch of bleeding heart liberals that this isn't a war. We don't need a war. He literally said, hey, this guy's got a warrant. We're just basically taking the cops to a different country and snatching him up out of his house, throwing him in prison, and we'll try him and convict him in the United States because fuck around and find out. Well, Nicolas Maduro just fucked around and found out. And that is the funniest shit. Let's watch it one more time. Come for me. I'm waiting for you. You hear me, Flores? Won't take too long to arrive, coward. All right, bud. Whatever you want. God, I wouldn't what I wouldn't give to be a helicopter pilot. Oh, and get this. They am I not seeing that again? Maybe this one's different. There's one more. No, what's my tongue in? Ah, I had them all lined up and now I can't do it. Let's go to X for a second and then see. Just what we got on the regular feed here, because there's a lot of good shit. Most presidents hide the footage. This one added a soundtrack. That's so sick. Let's see what this guy has to say. So he's basically saying that the complaint is the US is only interested in our oil. I asked those people, what do you think the Russians and the Chinese wanted? The recipe for, I don't know what arepas is, but I can only imagine. This is fucking awesome. to be honest. Here's another one. We got to watch this one. Oh, yeah. Yeah. The AI ones are the best. Do we have to do the volume on every single one? Shady guys. Yep. AI is soon to be undefeated. Gluten free. I don't believe that. How do we get out of that? Oh no, I can't. Ah, there we go. Let's see what they have to say here. Oh, running those fuckers over, huh? Whoop. That's not good. This is what Maduro did to his people in 2019. He had his opposition protesters run over by armed military vehicles. This is what the Democrats have lost their fucking mind if they're gonna. This is the first fucking Venezuelan criminal that they don't want to allow back into the United States. Give me a break. You can't just keep standing up for everything opposite of Trump. Jeez, a lot of movement there. Hmm. Wow, this is crazy. Well, you are witnessing history, folks. These socialista, communista dictators and rulers of South America have notoriously always been corrupt. For some reason, these fucking waffles, affluent, white, urban, liberal women, mostly, not faggot. They're like, we need to stand up for our brown brothers and sisters. Listen, motherfucker. I'm not saying I'm no expert, but I got a lot of friends in South America, or I've had a lot of friends in South America over the years. And I don't think we ever really spoke politics, but the general idea of freedom is good for people. And the people like freedom. Venezuela has a shit ton of resources and they can easily make their country overwhelmingly rich, like more rich than Middle Eastern countries who are only rich because of oil. The only reason the Middle East countries are rich is because of oil. It's not because of their culture. It's not because of their heritage. It's not because of any innovations or fucking technology. They have money because they have oil. And this world runs on oil. But Venezuela has more, I would say, than the Middle East. They have talented people. They can allow a flourishing technological aspect of their economy to emerge, develop, and get better. And fund it all the while with oil. But what happens is these fucking dictators, Pinochet, I don't know my entire history of all the different countries, but basically every fucking country in South America is socialista. And socialista is basically just, or communist is another name for, hey, motherfuckers, we're going to put all the people to work. We're going to steal all your labor and we're going to funnel it to the top tiny. You say, no, that's capitalism. No, it isn't. Look at this motherfucker in his Hello Kitty silk pajamas that he got arrested in. Those aren't them. They actually gave him some new clothes. I was trying to see if I could find one with him in his pajamas. But I guarantee you Maduro is not living low, but his people are starving. The Venezuelan people overwhelmingly glad he's gone. And Trump's like, hey, this is not hard. You have a wonderful country. Good climate, awesome oil reserves. Let's develop it and turn it into a thriving economy. And once we get it going, we'll turn it back over to you. I think that's a fucking great idea. And this is literally one of the most savage things any American president has ever done. And I think that's what's going to come out. I think a lot of other countries are going to be like, hey, we're tired of living under the boot of our corrupt fucking government. Mexico, Colombia. I don't know how Chile is doing or Argentina. Argentina is doing good now. They got a good president. I assume they're doing good. Let's hope they're doing good. Make Argentina great again. Maha. All right. Make Argentina great again. That's MAGA. Same thing. Let me go back to, that's my chat. So you can see the chat times 2, times 3, times, oh, it goes all the way down. That's why it does that. Okay. So how do we get out of that shit? Are you still there? No, Zelensky's the quote unquote president of Ukraine in Europe. The Argentinian president is what's his name? Man. Okay. Javier Milei. I was right. Javier Milei. Images. He has the best haircut of all time. And he's a legend. He's a legend. You're probably not seeing what I'm picking up, what I'm putting down here. Anyway, so Javier Milei used to be a professional soccer player, I believe, a goalie, nonetheless. And now he's president, and he's wanting to get rid of it. Oh, look at Satoshi nodding yes again. He always comes to validate the truth. Legend. Anyway, so these socialist dictators, they basically just siphon up the money and to become overwhelmingly rich at the top, and then don't give two flying fucks about the people underneath. That's been the story forever. You know, if you judge a tree by its fruit, look at all these countries when they do good and when they do bad. There was a time when Venezuela was doing well, and it always ends in corruption. The problem with the United States is we're heading down that path too. The corruption is there. It's always been there. To what degree? To what extent? Well, it's been festering and it's been growing, as we see with the Somalian fraud bullshit. Bro, I slid it out of the way because it looks like shit. right? Simple, makes sense. Well, that's pretty fun. I get to hang out. I don't know if I should divulge my top fans here, but this is one way to hang out. Now you have to listen to me talk about politics in the world. Well, this channel is going to be focused on current events, my general thoughts in the world, like socialist and communist dictators and corruption, the fact that the United States is going corrupt and Trump stepped in and put a stop to it. And everyone thinks I don't know, it's interesting to see how this next year is going to play out. This could be an interesting political discussion until the midterms, because I think Trump is laying the groundwork for a thriving, not just US economy, but world economy. I mean, bringing manufacturing back to the United States is the number one goal. Lower energy prices, we've done that. Lower overall prices, lower interest rates, all that stuff he's fighting for. And if we can get the factories and the jobs and all that back on our own soil, then we thrive. And then the rest of the world can do their own thing. And if we want to help them thrive, like Venezuela, or who's next? Colombia? No más cocaína. Yeah, it's only you for now, but this will play later for other people. I guess if it plays later, you don't get to see the chat. Is that correct? After you end the live stream, I think the chat goes away. Where's my super chats? Anyway, this channel is going to be also commentary on the Denver Nuggets. So on this channel, maybe only me. What? You can't super chat me? Just kidding. So what I was going to say is the Denver Nuggets, they're playing tomorrow. And tomorrow will be live stream number 1 under the show name Little Nugget. Or what did I call it? The Little Nugget Show. So tomorrow my goal is to make a thumbnail, unless you want to do it for me. You want me to give you $10? Bruh, you got more money than I do. Don't be putting names on there. Delete that. Delete that. Delete that. Thank you. No, the podcast is going to be called Little Nugget Show because I have little ideas, little nuggets of wisdom that I see in the game that a lot of the commentators don't see. And I have a lot to go over tomorrow. It's going to be real interesting. Oh, yeah. There's always a delay, so don't worry about that. So the Little Nugget Show on the WattyWatts channel begins tomorrow actually the Nuggets are playing at 1:30. And there'll be a post game. So I'm going to basically do mine right after DMVR does theirs. And DMVR does theirs like a half hour after the game. Jokic seems to be doing just fine. And in my estimation, he will play his first game back January 27th. But he's walking around, seems just fine. I'm sure he's got a sore knee. But he could have been, if he blows his ACL or even worse, tears everything, reconstructive knee surgery, he's out for a year plus. But hopefully it's only 3 to 4 weeks. Anyway, the Nuggets are playing. Oh, did I show you that? I probably can't put it on here. I'll text it to you. Oh, I'll watch those in a minute. Download. Actually, I can probably get it on. Can I get it onto my computer? No, we're not going back. We're escaping. God, I gotta learn how to use my own. There we go. Okay. I'm not sharing my screen, am I? No. Okay, so if I close that, select that, and airdrop that, I hear it. Okay, there it is. Well, what can I do with it? Let's see if I can share screen. Boom, you see that? The new Denver Nuggets logo. Oh, I just threw it in the trash. Goodness gracious. Oh my goodness. How do I get rid of my little screen that shows me so you can see the whole thing? Aaron Gordon, Christian Brown should be back any day now. What do you think of the new logo? Oh, how do I get out of that? Stop sharing. So, yeah, we're going to have 2 shows on this one channel. The Little Nugget Show on the WattyWatts channel, and then the WattyWatts Show on the WattyWatts channel. And today is trial run, practice session number 1. So tomorrow, I think the Broncos are also playing at 2. So it may be, let's see, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30, 4. And then they go for an hour 5. So I might go around 6 p.m. on Sunday. And I need to make a thumbnail that says Little Nugget Show, the Little Nugget Show, little nuggets of wisdom from yours truly, WattyWatts, speaking about the Nuggets. I'll tell you this, and I'm going to talk about this a lot tomorrow. It's probably going to be the main thing. But so you remember last year, I was talking about how the jerseys had their own curse to them, and that some jerseys, when they wore them, they won extraordinarily high rates. And other jerseys, the white one especially, they had a high losing rate in. And so that was my thing last year. Well, I don't really see a jersey curse this year, and that's good. I haven't done the exact numbers, but they honestly hadn't lost that many games. And now, and most of the games, most every game they lost except for 2, I think, they could have won easily. There was like 1 point. So the losses didn't really apply to the jersey at all. But then I started to realize the commentator's curse is the problem. And I'll point this out. The night Jokic gets hurt, Vic Lombardi from Altitude is talking pregame about how Jokic has played every single. They're talking about injuries. Aaron Gordon, Christian Brown, and Cam Johnson are all injured. But thankfully, Jamal Murray and Jokic, Jamal had missed 1 game and Jokic hadn't missed any games. That's how you curse somebody. And wouldn't you know it, but right before halftime, Jokic goes down. These MFers on altitude are nonstop curse monkeys. That's what I'm going to call them. What did they curse in the last game? How the heck am I supposed to do that? There isn't one. It's showing two people. Mm. There's no age anything. What's the overlay for my brakes? I don't know, but it shows 2. Now it shows 3. Use this URL to add the overlay into your encoder. I don't know what that is. Bro, there ain't no settings. The only settings I can do. We got another person. Long time no see. What did you miss? It actually shows 3, so maybe. No. The Miguel? From Albuquerque? You're tripping me out now. That's interesting. Well, I'll catch you up to speed here. The spirit of Miguel. So this is the WattyWatts channel, not to be confused with the FlockaWatts channel, which will be on its own channel. And this is a trial run. We're just talking shit about Maduro, Trump, fuck around, find out, socialist countries in South America, and tomorrow. Oh, that's right. Look at Satoshi. He's agreeing with that again. Tomorrow we're going to talk about the Denver Nuggets because that is a passion of mine. But that'll be a separate show. I'll call that the Little Nugget Show. So on this show, I want to talk about any other current events, politics, talk shit. You got any ideas? I'm trying to figure out how you would know Miguel. And I haven't been active on YouTube, Instagram, or any of that for a few years now. So I'm trying to remember who's who. What happened to Surge Juice? Did you take off? Yeah, I don't see anywhere where there's a age verification. If I go to settings, it only shows overlays, whatever that is. And if I go to edit, it only shows the title and the description and how you want to go live. So, oh, I probably have to go to the actual channel. Your channel? No, can't do that. There I am on my channel going live. Let's see. Okay. So I'm on a different tab and I'm looking through my channel. Has 14 subscribers now. That's cool. More about this channel. Trying to find the settings. YouTube Studio? Settings. Channel status and features. Bro, I don't see anywhere where there's any age requirements. Standard features, intermediate, advanced, basic info, advanced settings, permissions, community. There's too much nonsense here. So if you can't tell me exactly how to change it. Oh, no, wait. That's true? $19.80. Los Osos, California. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. That's crazy because I have a strong acquaintance named Miguel Martinez from Albuquerque. But as far as I know, he's still around. So rest in peace, Miguel from California. Let me see if I can share my screen. If I do, I'm not going to be able to see the chat. I don't think if I go over here. So I might have to go back and forth, but this is what it looks like. Dashboard, channel dashboard. Yeah, I honestly don't know. Hey. Our mate from Australia is joining too. Now we have 3. Go to content. Well, Island Times, we are just getting dusting the cobwebs off of this one to try and talk about current events and different things. But right now, I have a helper that's trying to help me remove any age requirements from the channel. What did you say to go to? Content? I mean, it says public, right? Bro, I don't see anything. Yeah, I've decided on this channel. So this is the WattyWatts channel, and I'm gonna have a couple shows. Go to edit in the bottom. I did that. In the bottom where? Oh, in the bottom of this, it doesn't do anything. It just shows this. Yeah, I already tried that. I think it's her settings. Anyway, back to the discussion at hand. This channel, I want to talk about current events, and we just spoke about Trump snatching up Maduro from Venezuela, and watched a few memes because I think it's one of the most gangster things I've ever seen, especially since he blew up the mausoleum of Hugo Chavez. And I understand a decent deal about South America and have a few acquaintances down there and the socialista countries. Australia is becoming pretty socialist, isn't it? But tomorrow I'm going to try and do this channel. I guess I can get rid of that so we can not do that anymore. So tomorrow, the Denver Nuggets basketball team, who may not be of any interest to somebody in Australia, they are playing 1:30. I think they're playing in Brooklyn against their old friend Michael Porter Jr. And I'm going to start a show called The Little Nugget Show. Little Nuggets of Wisdom for the Denver Nuggets from WattyWatts on the WattyWatts channel. So that'll be a different show. This one, the WattyWatts show on this channel, will just be current events, politics, and general shit talking, and maybe even the end of the world prepper talk, because we could be right around the corner. Although I do think things are looking up for if we get all that oil from Venezuela, we might be able to pay off the national debt. So it is a historic day today, and believe it or not, I think we'll look back on today and realize that after I got off the live stream last night, I literally switched and saw that the Maduro thing happened. So I think that's about it for tonight. We've gone 50 minutes. That's what I did yesterday. So thank you, 2 or 3 people, for joining. And this will be posted, I believe, one way or another. Maybe I can get my kids to help me edit this stuff and post it. And then tomorrow, I'm going to jump back on. Actually, in an hour or so, I might switch over to the Flock of Watch channel. And I know that YouTube likes consistency. So if I can do a little bit every day, maybe that'll help, because I'm in the middle of still pruning and watering. They snatched up the precious metals, huh? I just can't believe they bombed the mausoleum of Hugo Chavez. That's the most gangster shit I've ever seen. Like, oh yeah, on our way out, remember that guy that fucked up your country? This one's for him. what I wouldn't give to be a helicopter pilot and not second life. If I had to do it again, helicopter pilot. Finders keepers, huh? I wonder how the yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how it goes with Venezuela and Colombia if they snatch his ass up next. But next time on the WattyWatts channel, we will talk about whatever current events happen. But join us tomorrow on the Little Nugget Show on the WattyWatts channel at about 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, Mountain Daylight Time, Mountain whatever time. And we will talk about the Denver Nuggets game against the Brooklyn Nets and any little nuggets of wisdom that I see that other people may or may not have missed. And if you guys have any suggestions, topics, questions, points of discussion, leave them in the comments in the chat. Till next time, bye now.